Today's Metro News television forecast is brought to you by Half Off Fridays. Save big from local businesses across the state. Click the Half Off Fridays button at wvmetronews.com.
I'm meteorologist Joe Ansel here. Thanks a lot for tuning in on a Monday. Still a chance of some scattered showers in the morning, slight chance in the afternoon. Some of them could produce some very gusty winds. Listed northern areas of the state, 35 to 45, some local gusts up to 50 miles per hour. And it will be unusually warm and humid through the week until Saturday. Some daily occurrences of some approaching record highs and warm lows until we get a sweeping cold front around Sunday. So plan for unusually hot conditions for much of the state here. From earlier this morning through the early afternoon, chance of scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms, and a slight chance of a shower and thunderstorm this afternoon. Be mindful of that risk of some gusty winds. For your Fly CRW forecast, it starts at home. Many of these cities, too, warming up. Much of the central and eastern U.S. could see quite a bit of records for highs. And Tampa, near 89 for Monday, Tuesday, near 90 on Wednesday. The best potential of gusty winds with any of these passing showers or storms favoring northern areas of West Virginia. Highs in the low to mid 70s and lows pretty warm here tonight with a chance of a shower or storm early. Lows in the low 60s primarily. Eastern areas between 70 to 80, warming up with some increasing humidity. Plan for warm conditions through about Saturday. Pretty prolonged stretch here. Lows near 60 tonight. Central areas of the state favored for some scattered rain in the morning. Slight chance of a shower and thunderstorm in the afternoon. Warm highs in the 70s to near 80. Warm for your lows near 60 tonight. And southern areas of the state, low 70s to near 80. Warm as well with a chance of a scattered shower and isolated thunderstorm. Lows in the upper 50s to near 60 tonight. Charleston for the next 7 days, highs upper 80s approaching 90 through Saturday and some very warm lows, low to mid 60s. Then we go to a high of 65 on Sunday. Hello, cold front with that chance of a shower or thunderstorm.
On the next State of Minds.
When something like punk rock comes around, it's very anti everything, and people were really looking down on what they were brought up with. And for us, we found it was kind of fun to embrace it.
Is it a moment or like they're having an episode?
No, but you're right. You're right. We are having a moment. Yeah.
Live from West Virginia's capital city with news from across the state. This is Metro News Midday, presented by Salango Law, with 13 News and Tonight Live anchor Amanda Barron and Metro News' Dave Allen.
Welcome into the 2 o'clock hour on a Monday afternoon. It's Metro News Midday, powered by Salango Law. Visit salangolaw.com. Dave Allen and the host chair, Stephanie Pauly, Ryan Nicholson, our producers today. Open line West Virginia coming up at the bottom of the hour, 1-800-765-TALK or text 304-TALK-304. It's Metro News Midday.
Metro News Midday is presented by Salango Law. SalangoLaw.com. Join in by calling 800-765-8255 or text 304-TALK-304. Let's go live to downtown Charleston. Here's Dave Allen.
We are into the final hour for a Monday Metro News Midday, powered by Salango Law. Visit salangolaw.com. Dave Allen in the host chair. Stephanie Pauly, Ryan Nicholson are our producers today. 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. You can text 304-TALK-304. And if you're looking ahead to tomorrow, got a text earlier from a guy who's not been on the show in about a month or so. Rob Cornelius. Yeah. His legions of fans are awaiting his return. Rob texted me about something a little bit earlier. I said, man, you need to come on the show. So Rob's going to join us coming up on the show tomorrow during the 2 o'clock hour. Each Monday, we like to go around the great state of West Virginia, introducing you to another great mayor doing big things in his or her town. Today, we're going to go to the community of Richwood and talk to Mayor Gary Johnson. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Dave. Thank you very much.
All right.
Can you hear me okay?
You sound just fine. How are things in Richwood today?
Well, welcome to the ramp capital of the world. We're getting ready for the big ramp feed, our annual ramp feed, which is this Saturday.
Oh, it's this Saturday. Okay, great timing on our part, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. So for people that don't know about ramps, Mayor, explain, or see, I'm from southern West Virginia where they're pronounced ramps. We put the long A on it. But explain to us what ramps are and why they're such a big deal in Richwood.
Well, ramps are a mountain delicacy. Some call them a spring tonic. and they grow every spring in the Appalachian area. I think we have a area more than most because we have a national forest next to us, and they are. Some people say a cross between an onion and a garlic, but I think they go way beyond each of those.
I could remember when I was growing up that my family went to the big ramp festival there in Richwood, and by God, let me tell you what, this was in a day before GPS. Okay, you knew you were on the right track because about 3 miles out of town, if not more, you start to smell it.
Yes, and our local dentist still has up a sign, if you've been eating ramps, please reschedule.
I love it. I love it. So they're kind of like a wild onion with a little bit with a lot of garlic thrown on it, but they are delicious. And I know there's a lot of restaurants, not just in your area, but around the state that do ramp burgers and they do ramp omelets and all kinds of stuff. It's kind of a West Virginia thing.
Yes, we also had some kids who were then, when they were in college, would come here and harvest ramps during spring break, and they would go over to, my daughter among them, would go over to University of Virginia and sell them to restaurants in Charlottesville.
Wow.
So,
okay, good export for us. All right, so that's all this weekend. We'll end up by talking about that, but I want to find out about you. How long have you been mayor?
About 5 years now.
Why did you want to be mayor?
Well, I'm at the end of my term. I don't know if you know, I was a circuit judge for 24 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was court administrator in the state for a while, and then I was inspector general for the Department of Corrections. And those last two jobs were in Charleston, so I, of course, always maintained my home here. Mm-hmm. And the city was in some financial trouble because of the flood, so I thought I would just try to come back and see if I could help get us back on track.
Now, are you a Richwood guy? Is that your hometown? Is that where you're from?
Graduated from Richwood High School in 1969.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't have to go that far and tell us how old you were. That's okay, but I appreciate the transparency. So, what was it though that appealed to you about being mayor of your hometown? I mean, you said that there were some financial issues. Of course, you had some devastation from the flood. What was it that really made you say, "Look, I need to do this"?
We were still in the middle of trying to recover from the flood. And as a matter of fact, we still have not finished all the FEMA projects, and we're 10 years in now.
Mm-hmm.
We have roads that need to be paved, and we have a slip that still has not been repaired. So those were all, there was some unfortunate difficulty, and so we had to get all those back on track. And we are still, to this day, not completed everything, all the projects that we were authorized by FEMA. So those are the last things we're working on.
How was the overall? I know you said that you're still not back to where you need to be yet, but overall, how's the flood recovery gone?
We're still moving along. We're still tearing down houses, and we're still trying to get the worst of it, get the roads fixed. That was one of the biggest things. See, with our flood, not only did we flood from the river, we flooded from the mountaintops. All the roads that came down, there were big gushes of water coming down those. So, we still have to have those repaired and fixed.
And I think that sometimes the people maybe don't realize that about Appalachian floods. That's very, very common, Mayor. It's not just about the rivers and the creeks. A lot of times there's two other factors, and it's poor drainage, and sadly in a lot of areas it's because of trash and litter and stuff. But there's that, but there's also the runoff from the mountains, which can be just as devastating as what river flooding is. And when you put the two or three of them together, you got a big old mess.
And we had as much damage from the mountain flooding as we did from the river flooding. Or maybe not as much, but near.
Right, I understand. So what's new in town these days? What's got you excited? What's got the residents of Richwood excited these days?
Some of the things that we have finished. We have just finished a $7.5 million sewer project and moved the sewer lines along the river up out of the floodway. And we finished a $12.5 million water project where we put water right. I don't know if you're familiar with Richwood, but there's a place called Hinkle Mountain where the land is flat, and I think we did a 7-mile along the road, a 7-mile extension of our water system up on that flat mountain land. So we just finished that about a year ago, and finished the sewer job about a couple months ago. And we also have put in a new water intake. Our water intake was damaged in the flood, and we've got that completed and finished. And we are now have been awarded money to replace our sanitary sewer project. So
what's on your wish list for the town? I mean, it could be a particular type of business or more infrastructure. What's on your wish list for the town, Mayor?
Well, we wish to be able to get all of the structures torn down that serve no purpose any longer. And the DEP program, the DLAP program, we've been able to tear down about 24 houses and buildings and maybe have another 20 or 30 to go. So we are happy that the legislature funded that to the $10 million this upcoming fiscal year. And I've always said, Southern West Virginia is a beautiful place, but, you got to keep your teeth clean. You know what I mean?
I got you. We're talking to Gary Johnson, the mayor of Richwood. How's the business climate in Richwood?
We're doing well. As you know, we have two mills, and both of them are doing very well. We have Cherry River Lumber and Laurel Creek Lumber, and they have been doing, if you pass through Richwood now, there's a helicopter. They're helicopter logging right now, which we hope is over soon. It's been here for 2 months. And that's because in the National Forest, they can't build roads, so they use helicopters to harvest the timber in the National Forest. So both those mills are doing well. We also have SMR Technologies. A lot of people do not know that we make that sophisticated equipment here. It's about 3 miles out of town at Fenwick. And they, when I was watching the moon landing the other night, they make hovercraft down here. And I'm sure some of those hovercraft, and they make them for the Navy, were made here right in Fenwick. Just about everything for a plane, they make down at the aerospace facility here.
That's pretty cool because, when we've the whole country's been Artemis crazy over the last couple of weeks, and not only your community, but I know the folks in Ravenswood, and there's various communities around the state of West Virginia that were a part of that. You mentioned the Ramp Festival, and we'll get back to that, but what are some other big fairs and festivals that go on throughout the year? I mean, big deals at Christmas or Halloween? What are some other fun stuff?
Our big thing is the Cherry River Festival.
Oh, yeah.
It's the first Saturday in August, and I think this year it's on August the 1st. So it's a week-long festival, so it'll start there the last week of July. But that's not only a festival, it's a homecoming, and we always get a lot of people in town for that. And, all the families and all the people who have moved away come back for that, and it's a very, very good time and a very good reunion for everyone. So that's our big thing during the course of the year.
How do you? No, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt you. Go ahead.
I just say we don't have a big 4th of July celebration. That's our big celebration for the year, the Cherry River.
Oh yeah, and I know it's absolutely huge. You're absolutely right about that. How do you sell the town to people? I mean, if you're talking to somebody about, hey, you need to move your family or start a family in Richwood, or maybe a business is looking to locate in Richwood, what's your selling points for the area?
Well, number one, we have people here who want to work and who need jobs. But the biggest sell that I have is we're next door to the Mon Forest. And if someone comes to town, my wife and I operated an Airbnb for several years, and probably 80% of our business had to do with people going into the National Forest to hike. And, of course, we have Hills Creek Falls. And I'm going to let you in a little secret. Mm-hmm. If you look at the feet of Hills Creek Falls, and I don't know if you've ever been there, and you look up the feet of the supposed highest falls in West Virginia. Well, Hills Creek Falls, if you look, the footage is higher than Blackwater Falls. I'm just saying that's actually the highest falls in West Virginia.
All right, so now we've got a little bit of controversy here. What's the actual biggest falls in West Virginia between yours and Blackwater? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I'm saying that.
All right. Well, Chelsea Ruby, if you're listening, State Tourism Director, we need to get on that. I want to give you an opportunity, though, because honestly, when we set this interview up, I didn't realize that the Ramp Festival this weekend, and it's such a big deal, and we want to give you a little extra love. So talk about what's going to be going on this weekend, and then we'll close it out.
Okay. The town will just be full of people. I think we feed a couple thousand people at the Ramp feed, and plus, at our community center, which is the old National Guard Armory, the fire department is having a gun show. But at the Ramp feed, there are all kinds of arts and crafts. You can buy any West Virginia, most West Virginia artisans set up there. So you can go through and you have a potpourri of West Virginia-made products at the Arts and Crafts Fair, and you can eat and then go up to the gun show. And then I also want to mention that we have a very, very good dining scene here. We have we have the Oakford Diner and Pool Hall, both located on the Oakford Avenue, and we had a new restaurant just open up called Oddfellers that is right on the corner, sort of a fine dining place. And we have Hole in the Wall, and so we have about 5 or 6 restaurants here. And a lot of times, people coming in for the ramp feed will, some people have family members for who knows what reason don't like to eat ramp. But we have all these other restaurants available here in town that they can go to and have a fine meal
for all of your non-ramp needs. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So what is your favorite way, Mayor, to eat ramps?
I like them the way they fix them. They cook them in bacon grease, and I especially like the sides because there's always fried potatoes and brown beans and cornbread with it. So it's a very good meal. As
long as I can have a little bit of hot sauce, I'm in on that. Is that allowed? Can I put a little Tabasco sauce on it? Because I love it.
Put anything you want on it, and I also put vinegar on mine.
Okay. A lot of people do that. Mayor Gary Johnson, before we let you go, I ask this question of every mayor that we talk to every week in the Mayor Monday segment, and it's very simple. It is this. If you come to Richwood, what is the one thing that you must see, do, or take part in?
Well, if I can answer that in a two-part press, one of the things you do is to visit one of our restaurants, and we have a really nice coffee shop on Main Street. But again, I think the main attraction is the Mon Forest right next door. And, of course, the Hills Creek Falls is what I would tell everyone is the best thing to go see.
All right, Mayor Gary Johnson, thank you for being here. Wish you the best of luck with all them ramps this weekend. We'll talk soon. Thanks a lot.
Hey, and Dave, if you happen to get down here for the ramp feed, let me know.
I will. I appreciate it, buddy. Thanks a lot. I have actually, like as I said, I went there. I don't know how old I was when we went to that. And I've always been, as you well know, listening to me, I'm somebody that'll eat anything, pretty much, except... All right, and those of you that are on the network may not know this. I created a big controversy on the local show in Charleston. So, Ryan, get ready to stand by the phone lines on this one. I do not like cornbread. Cornbread is like the only food in the world that I don't like. I don't know why. Last week, my wife made a giant pot of pinto beans, like he said, cut up the onions in it. I have to have Tabasco sauce or some sort of hot sauce. I don't like cornbread. I know, pull my West Virginia card, especially my Southern West Virginia card. I do not like cornbread. But other than that, I'm good with about anything. So, but my point is when I was a kid, we did go to the ramp feed, as the mayor calls it. And again, in a time when there was no GPS, no cell phones, anything like that, you wonder, are we on the right road? Roll down your windows. Yeah, you're on the right road. You're on your way to the ramp feed in Richwood. Hey, we like to feature different mayors around the great state of West Virginia doing great things in their communities. If you got a mayor that you want to spotlight, it's really more about the spotlight on the town than it is about the mayor. Drop us an email, midday@wvmetronews.com, midday@wvmetronews.com, or you can reach out to me on social media, Dave Allen Radio on Facebook, or at Dave870 on X. We'll get to Open Line West Virginia coming up at the bottom of the hour, 1-800-765-TALK, or you can text 304-TALK, 304-222. We're coming back after this.
Sunshine, open roads, and a new Toyota from Dan Cava Toyota World. Lease an all-new Camry for as low as $398 a month. All new Tundras now up to $8,000 off. All new Tacomas now up to $4,500 off, or lease as low as $399 a month. $7,500 off the new BZ or 0% financing for 72 months. We've got a Toyota for you at Dan Cava Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
The conversation starts long before the game. 3 guys before the game. Join Tony Carini, Brad Howe, and Hoppy Kercheval for 3 Guys Before the Game. Metro News Television. Available on mobile, Roku, Fire TV, smart TVs, and online at wvmetronewstv.com.
On the next State of Minds,
When something like punk rock comes around, it's very anti everything, and people were really looking down on what they were brought up with. And for us, we found it was kind of fun to embrace it.
Is it a moment or like they're having an episode?
No, but you're right. You're right. We are having a moment. Yeah.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
I'm Sean Kovich, Mountaineer Golf Coach. When disaster strikes your home, business, or golf game, call the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
You own a boat because you love spending time on the water. Choose the outboard that allows you to make the most of it. Honda Marine's legendary reliability, ease of maintenance, and powerful performance keep you going strong. And they're all backed by the peace of mind protection of the industry's best limited warranty. Visit your Honda Marine dealer today and find out why it's more than an engine. It's your time on the water.
All the sports West Virginia is talking about.
Nikki Izzo-Brown, coach of the nationally ranked WVU women's soccer team.
I think they're just having a very good understanding of each other.
Join Kyle Wiggs, Brett Howe, and Coach Hunter weeknights for Sportsline on Metro News Television. Available on mobile, Roku, Fire TV, smart TVs, and online at WVMetroNewsTV.com.
Longer days, warmer drives, and better deals at Dan Cava GMC. Hit the road in one of our new luxury GMC Acadias. Take your pick from our massive selection. Now up to $5,500 off select new Acadias and 3.9% for 60 months. The great deals continue with our large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles. All this and more at Dan Cava GMC in Bridgeport. Shop the world.
Welcome back to the show, 226 on a Monday afternoon. It's Metro News Midday. Hey, if you've got a child who's a junior in high school in West Virginia, know someone that does, this is for you. Opportunity to win that youngin' a full scholarship from West Virginia Wesleyan. Room, board, tuition, and fees all included. 19th Annual West Virginia Scholar Program presented by ZMM Architects and Engineers and the West Virginia Farm Bureau. Deadline, though, the deadline is very important because it's coming up here in just a couple of weeks. Deadline is May 3rd. Full details available, WVMetroNews.com. Again, WVMetroNews.com to apply. Just go to the website where you go every day to get the latest news and sports and click on the Apply Now button. But you got to remember the deadline is coming up on May 3rd. 2026 West Virginia, the 19th Annual West Virginia Scholar Program presented by ZMM Architects and Engineers and by the West Virginia Farm Bureau. So go ahead and cue the text coming in now from people when, and it's the same reaction that I got on the local show in Charleston when I dropped the revelation a couple of years ago, and I don't even know how it came up in conversation, that your radio buddy here, Dave Allen, does not like cornbread. I just can't. My buddy, I'm going to give a big shout out to one of my friends, Doodle Hackworth, who just sent me a text. And yes, I have friends named Doodle Hackworth, just so you know. He of the world-renowned Amos Steele Band, which, by the way, is about the most kick-butt band that you're ever going to hear. So if you are within the sound of my voice and you ever see the name Amos Steele, on the marquee, you need to go see these guys because they are fantastic. I brought them into the studio to play on my local show in the past, and they are just absolutely fantastic. My buddy Doodle of the Amos Steel Band just texted me and says, "What the heck, man? You don't like cornbread?" I don't. And here's what I always get from people. They always say, "Well, you've just not had it cooked." And yes, trust me, I grew up free will Baptist that we call Free Meal Baptist. I've had everybody named Mabel and Ethel and Gladys's cornbread in southern part of West Virginia. I've had it all. I don't like any of it. I'm just saying it's not one of these things where like I'm going to crouch in the corner like seeing a spider when it's around me. I just don't like it. And every now and then, to verify the fact that I don't like cornbread, as I said, last week my wife made a pot of pinto beans, fried potatoes, onions, because you got to have the onions and the cornbread. And I thought, we were sitting at the dining room table, and I said, I'm going to give it another shot. I'm 55 years old. I'll be 56 in September. I took another bite, and my wife is a delicious cook. If you're watching me on Metro News Television, you can look at my midsection and see that. My wife is a fantastic cook. I bit into it, and I still don't like it. I don't know what it is, if it's a texture thing or whatever, and I've covered it in butter, I've covered it in everything, and I just don't like it. But thanks to my friend Doodle Hackworth for listening. And by the way, if you get a chance to see Doodle and the boys in Amos Steel, if you like Skinnerd, you like Black Crows, you like that sort of thing, you're going to love Amos Steel. They'll be playing somewhere near you soon. Go check them out. Open Line West Virginia is coming up. And now we'll go to the Metro News Anchor Desk for a check of local news. You're listening to Midday on Metro.
Today's Metro News television forecast is brought to you by Half Off Fridays. Save big from local businesses across the state. Click the Half Off Fridays button at WVMetroNews.com.
I'm meteorologist Joe Ansel here. Thanks a lot for tuning in on a Monday. Still a chance of some scattered showers in the morning, slight chance in the afternoon. Some of them could produce some very gusty winds. Listed northern areas of the state, 35 to 45, some local gusts up to 50 miles per hour. And it will be unusually warm and humid through the week until Saturday. Some daily occurrences of some approaching record highs and warm lows until we get a sweeping cold front around Sunday. So plan for unusually hot conditions for much of the state here. From earlier this morning through the early afternoon, chance of scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms, and a slight chance of a shower and thunderstorm this afternoon. Be mindful of that risk of some gusty winds. For your Fly CRW forecast, it starts at home. Many of these cities, too, warming up. Much of the central and eastern U.S. could see quite a bit of records for highs. And Tampa, near 89 for Monday, Tuesday, near 90 on Wednesday. The best potential of gusty winds with any of these passing showers or storms favoring northern areas of West Virginia. Highs in the low to mid 70s and lows pretty warm here tonight with a chance of a shower or storm early. Lows in the low 60s primarily. Eastern areas between 70 to 80, warming up with some increasing humidity. Plan for warm conditions through about Saturday. Pretty prolonged stretch here. Lows near 60 tonight. Central areas of the state favored for some scattered rain in the morning. Slight chance of a shower and thunderstorm in the afternoon. Warm highs in the 70s to near 80. Warm for your lows near 60 tonight. And southern areas of the state, low 70s to near 80. Warm as well with a chance of a scattered shower and isolated thunderstorm. Lows in the upper 50s to near 60 tonight. Charleston for the next 7 days, highs upper 80s approaching 90 through Saturday and some very warm lows, low to mid 60s. Then we go to a high of 65 on Sunday. Hello, cold front with that chance of a shower or thunderstorm.
On the next State of Minds.
When something like punk rock comes around, it's very anti everything, and people were really looking down on what they were brought up with. And for us, we found it was kind of fun to embrace it.
Is it a moment or like they're having an episode?
No, but you're right. You're right. We are having a moment. Yeah.
I'm Sean Kovich, Mountaineer golf coach. When disaster strikes your home, business, or golf game, call the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Sunshine, open roads, and a new Toyota from Dan Cava Toyota World. Lease an all-new Camry for as low as $398 a month. All new Tundras now up to $8,000 off. All new Tacomas now up to $4,500 off.
This is Metro News Midday, presented by Salango Law. SalangoLaw.com.
Welcome back to the show. 26 away from 3 o'clock on a Monday afternoon. Metro News Midday powered by Salango Law. Visit SalangoLaw.com. Ryan Nicholson, Stephanie Pauly, our producers today. 1-800-765-TALK. That is the phone number. Text 304-TALK 304. The great cornbread controversy. It's just about the way it was when I dropped that little dime about 3 or 4 years ago on the local show in Charleston when I just said I didn't like cornbread, and people just lost their minds over it. I was just, you don't like it. I just don't like it. People have things that they like or they don't like. Otherwise, I am the easiest person in the world. I mean, if I go, you listener, and I go out for a burger, whatever you get on yours, chances are I'll say, yeah, just put that on mine too. Just make it easy. The order's wrong, as long as it's the same price, yeah, that's fine. I'll eat it. I don't care. Pizza, load it up or put nothing on it. I don't care. But cornbread, just can't go there. Anything else, I'm good. And I have eaten rattlesnake. I have eaten alligator. I love chicken livers, love beef liver, just not cornbread. 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK 304. I think I'm focusing on that so much because I really don't want to get into all these texts about the Trump meme that's broken the internet. Just when you think our president can't break the internet any more than he's already broken it, Truth Social, and it's already been deleted, but it's been verified. He did repost it, not saying he created it. Somebody else apparently created. He reposted a image of him looking like he is healing people. And now it seems there is a battle of the war of the words between the president and the Pope. Now, President Trump, and you know my feelings on sports entertainment. I was in the wrestling business for a number of years. I don't do sports entertainment. I don't watch WWE or any of that. I'm an old school wrestling guy. However, I do know enough to know that Donald Trump is in the WWE Hall of Fame. And I think, based on what I read, I think WrestleMania may have just been held. I'm not sure. I think maybe that's the next WrestleMania. Pope Leo and Donald Trump. Because Trump says, quote, I am no fan of Pope Leo. Leo responds and says, I'm not afraid. So we are just one step away from a Vatican street fight, I guess, where in the old school wrestling days, they put the Pope's hat on top of a pole in the ring, and whoever beats the crap out of each other to get to the Pope hat is declared the champion. This is where we are, folks, in 2026. Text says the meme was in poor taste, but at least he's not trying to abolish the divine like the libs are trying to do. 1-800-765-TALK. Text 304-TALK 304. Text says, Dave, if you believe what that trucking rep is saying, you probably think that Donald Trump is the second coming of Jesus Christ. I do believe what the trucking guy, reference to Shannon Everett, co-founder of America's Truckers United, is saying. And if you don't believe him, go back and watch the piece on 60 Minutes last night. No, I do not believe Donald Trump is the second coming of Jesus Christ. Text says, and yet again, Trump tacos out. Typical. And yet West Virginia will love them. And the taco reference, according to a texture, that's, Trump always chickens out. That's what because somebody asked me the other day, they said, what does this mean with taco? And that's what it stands for. Trump always chickens out. Not my words, just saying that's what it stands for. Text says, hey, Dave, love the show. Republican here. And I really wish the governor and the first lady would stay out of the primary election. Looks like that ain't happening. Let me see here. Got a lot of text to get to. I know I would as soon as I saw that meme. Text says, you know what Trump did that didn't bend Christians out of shape, having really close relationship with and very likely participated in the Epstein file activities. Text says the best thing that could happen to the Greenbrier is to get it out of the hands of the Justice Empire. Text says, Dave, I live in your neck of the woods, southern West Virginia, and something has to be done about the homeless vagrants here. I know everybody within a 10 to 15 mile radius, and none of these people that I see on their little girl bicycles and backpacks are from here. People need to stop being bleeding heart liberals and stop feeding them. Text says, Dave, during the Logan County Council meeting on Google data centers, Google informed the attendees of the meetings that their data centers attract 12-point Boone and Crockett rated bucks that walk right under deer stands. The residents of Logan County gave their full support for multiple Google data centers after Google revealed that special info. That a little tongue-in-cheek, and by the way, there is no Logan County Council. Text says, both Tiger Woods and Britney Spears are in rehab. My late 90s and 2000s heart can't handle much more. I don't want to tell the texter about Justin Timberlake. Text says, TJ is done with Trump like Lindsey Graham said he was done with Trump after January 6th. The boys let me on talk line a little bit today because they wanted me to talk about my opinion on the governor and the first lady getting involved in the primaries and endorsements. And my opinion, and I stated it last week, was the governor, the senator, the mayor, the surveyor, anybody's got a right to do any endorsements they want. I just have never seen it this overt that a governor and a first lady have gone out and said in the primary, I'm going to endorse certain candidates. They're certainly allowed to do that. Nothing wrong with it at all. I just said I'd never seen it before. But they asked me my opinion on that, and yeah, well, that was my opinion. And TJ Meadows, my buddy, TJ said, I'm done. Officially, that did it for me. I am done. And I asked the question, well, where were you on January 6th? Because that's when I went DUN done, was on January 6th a few years ago. That's when I was done with President Donald Trump. Text says, why would Governor Patrick Morrisey veto a bill to spend $38 million in medical cannabis tax revenue? Is it because of his opioid ties? Probably, says a texter. 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK-304. Text says, tallest waterfalls in West Virginia. Blackwater Falls between 57 and 63 feet in Blackwater Falls State Park. Lower Hills Creek Falls, 63 to 65 feet in the Monongalia National Forest. Cathedral Falls, 60 feet near Gawley Bridge beside U.S. Route 60. Reference to the mayor of Richwood, Gary Johnson, who was on the show with us in the Mayor Monday segment, who said that, I'm just stoking the fires here, okay? He said that he was sick and tired of those people in Blackwater Falls claiming that they had the largest waterfalls when, in fact, Lower Hills Creek Falls were bigger. He didn't actually use the word sick and tired, but I just thought I'd embellish that because I like a little controversy. 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK-304. Text says, now that campaign season is here, more of the same, Democrat or Republican, doesn't matter. None of them care about you. Text says, don't like cornbread? Good. More for us to do. Indeed. Text says, Dave, evangelicals pray to a golden Trump statue, and they say he's the second coming of Christ. Last week, his spiritual advisor compared Trump to Jesus, and today Trump posted a pic of himself acting as Jesus, healing the sick. This man and his supporters are sick, and they need help. Text, I find it rich that Republicans are now trying to get independents to switch to Republican to vote for them. No, I'm an independent for a reason. And if anything, I will vote Democrat just to spite you, says a texter. 18 minutes away from 3 on a Monday afternoon. Open line West Virginia, 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK-304. We'll take a break and come back after this.
Looking to advance your career without putting life on hold? Earn your MBA from Glenville State University in as little as 18 months. Choose from in-demand concentrations like artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and healthcare administration. Whether you're leading teams, analyzing data, or protecting digital systems, our programs are designed for working professionals who want flexibility and results. Take the next step with an MBA from Glenville State University. Learn more and apply today at glenville.edu.
We'll be right back. This is Metro News Midday. Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Longer days, warmer drives, and better deals at Dan Cava GMC. Hit the road in one of our new luxury GMC Acadias. Take your pick from our massive selection. Now up to $5,500 off select new Acadias and 3.9% for 60 months. The great deals continue with our large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles. All this and more at Dan Cava GMC in Bridgeport. Shop the world.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
The conversation starts long before the game.
He doesn't do this to other guests, but every time I'm on here, he creates distractions.
Disrespectful.
With his phone. I mean,
I have to have the phone on in case Pete Thamel breaks another story.
Join Tony Carini, Brad Howe, and Hoppy Kercheval for Three Guys Before the Game. Metro News Television, available on mobile, Roku, Fire TV, smart TVs, and online at wvmetronews.com.
You own a boat because you love spending time on the water. Choose the outboard that allows you to make the most of it. Honda Marine's legendary reliability, ease of maintenance, and powerful performance keep you going strong. And they're all backed by the peace of mind protection of the industry's best limited warranty. Visit your Honda Marine dealer today and find out why it's more than an engine. It's your time on the water.
With Metro News Hotline, if it's trending, it's probably here.
And then the other thing, his last name is one of those weird Norwegian names where they have two vowels that slam into each other. It's like the A and the E are like cemented into each other.
You're like the 12th Dave that works here. What do you think people from Norwegian think about that?
That is fair.
Join Dave Weekly and Coop weekdays for Hotline on Metro News Television.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
Sunshine, open roads, and a new Toyota from Dan Cava Toyota World. Lease an all-new Camry for as low as $398 a month. All new Tundras now up to $8,000 off. All new Tacomas now up to $4,500 off or lease as low as $399 a month. $7,500 off the new BZ or 0% financing for 72 months. We've got a Toyota for you at Dan Cava Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
Welcome back to the show. 13 away from 3 o'clock on a Monday afternoon. Open line West Virginia, 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK. 304. Texas Dave, independent and women voters need to vote all lawmakers out of office come election day. Texas Governor Morrissey, stay out of the elections. Text says, RIP Reverend Jim Lewis. What a great man. Yeah. We talked about that during the 12 o'clock hour. State Democratic Party Chair and Delegate Mike Pushkin was on the show then talking about Jim Lewis. He was a very well-known figure. He's in the Charleston area, but really statewide. But for his, I don't want to say political causes. Let me say social causes. He was anytime that there was anything. And look, and I have interviewed Jim Lewis on the show, the local show in Charleston, and he and I didn't agree on everything, but I never once questioned his reasoning why he was doing what he thought was the right thing to do. May not have necessarily agreed with his political stance on several things, but I always respected the man, and he was a great individual, great servant of God. 12 minutes away from 3. Text says all of the school board members need to be replaced. I'm presuming that means the state Board of Education members. Text says, Dave, maybe try the cornbread with jalapenos baked in it. I'm the only one who likes it in my household of 2. I know, it's a texture thing. I've had jalapeno cornbread, and as much as I like jalapenos, I do not like it. Text said, just walked out at Kroger, sat in my car, opened a small package of mini cornbread, probably had 3 bites in it. As I took my first bite, you said you don't like cornbread. Ha ha, says the texter. You know what that means, listener? That means I am in your head. Text, Republican and previous Trump supporter here. I'm sorry, DJT. I love you, but it's time to go. Text says Morrissey is endorsing some Republicans and Capito is endorsing other Republicans. There's definitely a division in Republican politics in this state. The battle lines are being drawn. You are 100% right about that, texter. Text says, anytime I hear someone in the coal industry saying they're going to do something, let me start again. Anytime I hear someone in the coal industry saying they're going to do anything to help the public, I am skeptical. Sorry, and I know you said you bleed coal, Dave, but your industry has done nothing but screw West Virginia for over 100 years. I will leave that one alone. Text says Trump is going after the Vatican, shows how thin-skinned he is. Text said we need to hold the governor responsible for our high utility bills. I don't know exactly how you do that, but I appreciate the text. Wondering how Vice President J.D. feels about Mr. T trolling the Pope as a Catholic convert. And I was reading, some comments online during the break there from people continuing to talk about this Trump meme. And, like one comment on a friend's page said something to the effect of, how moronic do you have to be to think that he actually did that? Well, nobody thought that Donald Trump made the meme. I think they were more along the lines that he shared the meme. And someone else on that same page pointed out things were made similar like that about previous people, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, whatever, but they didn't share it. Text says, did Jim Justice pay the delinquent taxes from the Russian coal mine deals? Bless his heart for millions. Hey, says the texter, instead of fawning all over the racist Charlie Kirk like everyone did last year, why not do something to memorialize a real American hero, Reverend Jim Lewis? Text says, I miss Joe Biden. Text says, gas $4 a gallon. Trump said I did that. And Moore has to go in Congress. Vote him out. Riley Moore. A reference to Riley Moore. Text says, justice has met his match. These Omni people don't play. I think I said those exact words earlier. Not the met his match, but that they don't play. I did say that. Text says, last time my family and I went to the Greenbrier, it was horrible. Hopefully the new owners will turn it around. I never like to talk badly about a business, but I will say this. The last time that I was at the Greenbrier, and I do not blame Jim Justice any more than I blame the owner of any place that I walk in and have a less than stellar experience. I will say the last time that I was at the Greenbrier, and I'm going to say this as respectful as possible, my wife and I were there, and our experience was less than stellar. I will say that. And I'm not a person in my life that has frequented the Greenbrier. I've been there several times, but not like I'm there 2 or 3 times a year. It was less than stellar. I will say that. But do I blame Jim Justice directly for that? No, I don't. Maybe some of the employees were just having a bad day. But it was less than stellar from the food on down at the last time. Not blaming Jim Justice. I'm just saying that was just my experience on that particular day. Text says Trump depicting himself as Christ is blasphemy. You can't be a Christian and worship Trump as well. Text says, get it over with, Trump, and just bomb the hell out of Iran. Text, the Republicans are in a contest to whom will be the kingmaker, Capito or Morrissey. What a sad state of West Virginia Republicans. Glad I'm not a Republican. Governor needs to be investigated over all the opioids that flooded our state for years when he was Attorney General, top law enforcement, says a texter. Texted, you said the governor appoints the PSC. I got it. Gotcha. Okay, follow up on the previous text was we need to hold the governor responsible. And I said, how can you hold the governor responsible? Texter fires back, said, because you said, meaning me, the governor appoints the PSC. Very, very good point. 2:53, we'll wrap it up after this.
Worried about paying for college? Metro News is proud to present the 19th Annual West Virginia Scholar Program, where one high school junior in West Virginia will win a full scholarship to West Virginia Wesleyan College, including room, board, tuition, and fees. For details, go to wvmetronews.com and click the Apply Now button. Deadline is May 3rd. The 2026 West Virginia Scholar Program, presented by Greer Industries and the West Virginia Hospital Association. Go to wvmetronews.com and apply today by May 3rd.
We'll be right back. This is Metro News Midday. Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Longer days, warmer drives, and better deals at Dan Cava GMC. Hit the road in one of our new luxury GMC Acadias. Take your pick from our massive selection. Now up to $5,500 off select new Acadias and 3.9% for 60 months. The great deals continue with our large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles. All this and more at Dan Cava GMC in Bridgeport. Shop the world.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
The conversation starts long before the game.
He doesn't do this to other guests, but every time I'm on here, he creates distractions.
Disrespectful.
With his phone. I mean,
I have to have the phone on in case Pete Thamel breaks another story.
Join Tony Carini, Brad Howe, and Hoppy Kercheval for Three Guys Before the Game. Metro News Television, available on mobile, Roku, Fire TV, smart TVs, and online at wvmetronews.com.
You own a boat because you love spending time on the water. Choose the outboard that allows you to make the most of it. Honda Marine's legendary reliability, ease of maintenance, and powerful performance keep you going strong. And they're all backed by the peace of mind protection of the industry's best limited warranty. Visit your Honda Marine dealer today and find out why it's more than an engine. It's your time on the water.
With Metro News Hotline, if it's trending, it's probably here.
And then the other thing, his last name is one of those weird Norwegian names where they have two vowels that slam into each other. It's like the A and the E are like cemented into each other.
You're like the 12th Dave that works here. What do you think people from Norwegian think about that?
That is fair.
Join Dave Weekly and Coop weekdays for Hotline on Metro News Television.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at wvhtf.org.
Sunshine, open roads, and a new Toyota from Dan Cava Toyota World. Lease an all-new Camry for as low as $398 a month. All new Tundras now up to $8,000 off. All new Tacomas now up to $4,500 off or lease as low as $399 a month. $7,500 off the new BZ or 0% financing for 72 months. We've got a Toyota for you at Dan Cava Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
Welcome back to the show. A couple of minutes away from the top of the hour. Look who's here. It's Mr. Weekly.
Hey, man, I've come in defense of cornbread. I mean,
Cornbread Maxwell that used to play for the Celtics?
Oh, yeah, that's a good player.
Yeah.
No, you really don't like
No,
cornbread?
I don't.
And-
What's okay? Here, this might be a question of the day for you if you've not already used it.
I'm ready.
What's the one? You've probably done this. It's too simple. The one food that everybody seems to love that you can't stand. What is yours?
Ooh, raw onions.
All right, Ryan, you want to weigh in on this? Well, the one green. All right, green beans.
That's a good answer.
That's not totally out there, but there's a lot of people. I mean, one of my good friends doesn't like ranch dressing. And,
there's a lot of people like that.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. So
were you forced to eat a lot of cornbread as a child?
I was never forced to eat anything because I did eat everything when I was a kid. I mean, but
I didn't like the person who said you should eat it with jalapenos.
Yeah,
jalapeno
cornbred.
Well, I know it's good, but I mean, if for a person who doesn't like it, I don't know if that's the root.
I'm just going to take the jalapenos out of it and just eat them.
That's okay.
All right, what you got on the show today?
Well, we're talking about some of the best things that have come out of your West Virginia hometown.
All right,
because I've got there you go. Because I got a list of things the Brits love about America.
All right.
So I want to talk about what's coming out of your hometown that's good.
What's the best thing came out of Bridgeport other than you?
Oh, Michael Benedum, maybe?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm still going to say I'm the best thing out of Logan.
And you'll probably be right.
Landau might have something to say about that, though, or Willie Akers. So, all right.
Akers.
All right. I got to go. See you tomorrow. Hotline coming up on many of these same Metro News stations. Till then, have fun and love somebody.